let's talk about the biggest competitors to the Strix, the laptops that you will probably be considering most instead of the Strix. The first machine that is priced very similarly to the Strix G18 is the Aorus 17H. So this one I think is still in stock and available to order. It is right here, the Aorus 17H. It's like a bit thicker than the 17X. It's not as a premium design. It feels like it's more of the budget version. It's like the Strix version, and the 17X is like the Scar version for Aorus. You get a different display on this model. So the Aorus 17H comes with an RTX 4080. It costs $200 less than the Strix G18. So you get to save $200, but you're getting a much lower end CPU. You get an i7-13700H. You get the same amount of RAM. You get the same size 1 terabyte SSD. But the big change here is it's a 360 hertz 1920 by 1080p display. So this machine is going to excel and do really well in esports gaming, or for people that don't mind using a lower resolution display. I'm not saying that you should buy this one. I personally would not buy this one because of the lower resolution display. I would want to go for a QHD display, but if you're looking for the cheapest RTX 4080 currently available, this is it. And it's available for ordering and being shipped out like right now. So it's an option to consider. I personally would recommend the Strix G18 over that one if it was my money and I was spending it. Let's see here. So another option to consider is the Alienware M16. This is going to be slightly smaller, but right in the same ballpark of specs and CPU performance, GPU performance. The problem with this one is the display is not going to be as bright or as colorful. That's going to be one of the biggest drawbacks for this laptop. We don't know the performance and the temperatures on it, but I don't think they're going to be able to match the G18's temps and performance. Like, I'm guessing it's going to be maybe the same performance, but higher temps. I don't know. It could outperform, maybe it's going to do better than I'm thinking. Maybe it'll be just as good. But the big advantage for the M16 is ports. You got way better ports on the M16 than the G18. You got a full-size SD card slot. I think you have 4 M.2 SSDs as well, so you're gonna have way more storage upgradability, but you don't have as bright a display and not as vibrant of a display, but it also costs like $100 more. So that's kind of like the primary competitors for the Strix G18. Unless you're willing to spend a good chunk more, you could go for an Aorus 17X. That's an option right now. That's available for ordering. That's got an RTX 4080 and a high quality QHD 240 hertz display. We don't know how bright, but I'm guessing like 350 nits. And this machine, actually it's out of stock now, so it's not in stock, but it's got faster RAM on this machine, a slower processor. But this machine should be also really awesome. We haven't got a review of it yet, but I think this machine will be an excellent performer this year. Oh, and they dumped the price down to $26.99 as well. So they lowered the price. That makes this thing more competitive. I like that Aorus. And so I've got to say, I appreciate Aorus recognizing their price to performance ratio and the demand for them being a little lower. So they lowered their price after their initial launch pricing. And they've done that already. That's quick and responsive pricing from Aorus. So I wouldn't be surprised if they drop it another $100 or $300 within 6 months, though. Well, maybe demand will ramp up for these RTX 4080 and 4090 laptops. I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if they have sales go on 6 months to 9 months away, especially by Black Friday coming up. I'm anticipating some decent sales on almost all of these laptops, but especially some of the laptops that didn't immediately sell out. That's a good indicator of long-term desirability. But maybe these laptops like the Aorus 17X is going to review better than anticipated, and it's going to become very popular. I am super impressed with this machine overall. I think this laptop is the top value right now still for all laptops with the RTX 4000 series. I think, as far as I can tell, that's it. This is number one. Not that there aren't other laptops that are fantastic deals. Like I think the Scar 16, which I also have coming in. The Legion Pro 7i is great value. The Alienware M16, also fantastic value. But this one, I think, has the best blend of all of the different features put together. Those are my thoughts. Okay. Anyone that's skipped around in the live stream is like, why is he wearing Harry Potter robes now?